Hello guitar guys, welcome to my video on how to play the Danger Zone. This is the theme song from Top Gun. We can play this with just 3 notes, okay? We will also do some chords and some melody notes for this as well. Okay, so your first note is E, just the top string on the guitar, the low E. Then I'm going to have a C note, which is a note which is on the A string. This is the A string. C is just on that 3rd fret. Okay, now the next string is the D string, so I've got my D there. E note, C note, D note. Okay. Now I've got a chart here, so you can see all of the notes. 4 E's, 4 more E's, C, D, E, E, C, D, C, C. But each of these letters is actually a bar. So for each bar, I'm going to count to 4. So counting to 4 is something that we have to do a lot in music. Try to count as you play when you do this easy example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's me playing whole notes for this first line. So that's pretty easy. You should definitely grab your guitar and just do that, even if you find it really easy. Just try to count at the same time. Okay? The second line is just the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you do that either in time with me or with your own counting, or with another person helping you count. Okay, now the third line, I play a C. 1, 2, 3, and then I go to D, and then to E. 2, 3, 4, 1, and then back to C. Then to the D, and then back to the C. Okay? So that is basically how to play the whole song. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through that example with a rhythmic background that I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. 1, 2, play along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third line, go to C. 1, 2, then the D. Back to E. 2, 3, 4. Then the C. 1, 2, then the D. Back to C. So that was example 1, just playing whole notes. Okay. Now the next example is going to be quarter notes, so playing on every beat. Now when you do this, make sure that you move your hand in time with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And just practice counting out loud. Okay, so the first line, I'm going to have 4 bars of E, so for each E, it's going to be 4 E's. But don't count to 16. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with a lot of practice, it's easy to feel that you've done 4 groups of 4. Okay? See if you can feel it when you play, like count to 4 and then see if you can keep track of how many bars you've done as well. Along? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move your hand with the beat. Just bounce. Go to C. And then D. Back to E. Then. Okay, so that was that example. Okay, that was quarter notes. Okay, so when you read music, it will just be basically looking like this, just seeing 4 everyday regular notes, just like that. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to double that. So when you see this, you might see them grouped together with a beam up the top. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. These are called 8th notes. You might have done them before. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I will still be counting the beat, but I'll have more notes. So for each E, I'm going to be playing 8 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Don't count to 8 because we've still got 4 beats. Okay, the beat is going along. 4, 1, 2. And I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm playing twice. 1 play along. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just bounce. Give your pick. Or with your fingers. Get on top of the string, okay? Then the C. Then the D. Back to E. C. D. Back to C. That's the third example. So getting more intense, okay? Now to take it up a notch, you're going to do some chords. Now, the easiest way to play power chords on the guitar is like you might have done last week. E power chord, A power chord. They're the easy power chords because the bass note is an open string. Okay, but if you have a C bass note, the C power chord's going to be having a note at the 5th fret. It's a bit harder. And you have to sort of get used to this shape. It's sort of more or less clamping the index finger down and just curling that one over. So it's a clamp and a curl. It's a little bit tricky to learn, so you have to practice how to keep your hand and your wrist relaxed when you play it so you don't hurt yourself. Like, don't try to play a power chord with your wrist popping out like that. A lot of people have tried that and hurt themselves. C power chord. Now the next power chord is D, but instead of going there, I can just do it here at the 5th fret because it sounds better. And instead of going down to a low E, I can just go up to fret 7. Play an E up here because C, D, E, just like the alphabet. 1, 2, fret 7. Doesn't matter if you hit the low as well. And when we go to C, try to stay away from the E note. If that's too fast to play along with, just get your own metronome going at a little bit slower speed. That was a bit quick. That was 140, so starting to get a little bit fast. Practice with your own beat or your own drummer in your own band, or just someone helping you just clap the beat at the same time. Okay. The next example is normal chords. So for all of these E's, I'm just going to be having to play E minor, okay? So that's the E's, actually the easiest chord to play on the guitar. It's just the 2 fingers there. The C chord, hopefully you know it. If you don't know it, get your chord chart. That's C in the bass, and then D. The kind of claw shape that you have to learn. Okay. Now when I play this, I am going to be doing down-up strumming because that's going to sound nice on this acoustic guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change the C. That is the chords, the acoustic guitar chords, which are a bit easier, maybe. The strumming, you have to get into it. Just moving your hand, getting into the rhythm. Now, the next stage and last stage is some melody notes for this song. Now, it's not going to be very hard. It's basically using a 5-note scale, starting on the E notes. So, E, F sharp, G, A, B. So open E, fret 2, fret 3, fret 5, fret 7. You might remember this little scale from I Was Made for Loving You. Okay. Check these notes, okay? So open E, fret 2 is F sharp, fret 3 is the G. Then going up the neck, fret 5 for the A, fret 7 for the B. Okay, so we've got to finish up high there for this melody. Now one more note, the D note. Okay, so we're going to play D on the B string. D, E, because it's the D, which is just a little bit lower than the E. Okay, so now I'll quickly write this melody out and you can learn it, or you can just learn it by ear. Okay, so 4 Gs and then a G, D, and then G, 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 D, finishing on an E note. Okay, so that's the first line. We're going to repeat that. Okay, now when it goes high, it's going to go A, G, F sharp on the 2nd fret, D on the next string, and then E, E, E. And the last line, you do that again, but you just finish on a high B. Now quickly play these lines, and then we'll do it with the backing. So you go G, 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 D, G, 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 D, E. That's line 1. So you do that again. G, 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 D, G, 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 D, E. Okay, that's that bit. Now the next bit you go higher. A, G, F sharp, D, E, E, E. And then again, A, G, F sharp, D, B, B, B. So have a little practice of that by yourself and then try it with the backing, either this backing or your own. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Hopefully that makes sense. You can try the bass part, the chords part, or the melody part, any part that you want to practice. Make sure you practice it with some backing on this video or with your own people keeping some rhythm for you or playing the chords. Well done guys, I'll see you next time.